I'm standing outside Transmission Depot in Concord, Ontario, because we got to get a new transmission for our truck. We're here to check out how the truck is doing and to pay the bill through crowdfunding. We've got to keep that truck on the road, especially since the country's heading into a critical election. There's so many things we need the truck for. It's got to be in ship shape. Let's go inside. You know, I love that truck so much. That truck has gone so many places all around Toronto, Montreal, Ottawa, tens of thousands of kilometers, but the truck needs a repair, and we're here to talk to Richard. Richard, how you doing?
Hi, how you doing?
Good. Now, I understand that you got the truck up on a hoist. Let's go take a look at it. We got to get that truck back on the road.
Yeah, okay.
Thanks very much.
We'll go right to the far side there.
Well, there it is. Boy, look at that big, beautiful thing up there on the hoist. So, Richard, tell me what the situation is, because when we got the truck, there were sort of two parts of it. There was the truck part, and then there was the special billboard part. We built that billboard part new from scratch, but the truck we got secondhand. How is the truck part doing?
The truck part is doing good. We checked it over for safety, make sure the brakes were good, no oil leaks. It had a problem with the transmission when I first met.
That's why we brought it in. Yeah, we were a little worried about that.
And I didn't want it to break down on the road, so I suggested we remove the transmission and fix it internally and rebuild it, so to keep it on the road safe and keep going without being towed in. Or
Right. That would have been a disaster to have this. And now the thing is, a transmission on a truck like this is no small thing. It was about $6,500 for that.
yes,
for that, wasn't
for
it?
that repair. I have a all hands on, the re and repairing the transmission was all done back to factory specifications, so there's no issues for you guys. We went it once over for the brakes. We had to leave it parked inside the whole time because of your billboards. We didn't want anybody tampering with your truck.
Thank you.
Yeah, so it's very supportive, and we appreciate you guys too as well.
Well, thanks. I mean, when I came in, you said you were a follower of Rebel News. That's great to hear. Thanks for your support.
Yeah, I like seeing you guys on the media.
Right on.
You and David. So
David's the best. He's fearless. He's got a real sense of humor too.
Yeah.
So let's take a look. I've never seen it from underneath. Is there anything here you can point out? Like what are we looking at here?
So we were having issues in Ontario with the catalytic converter issues, and somebody had put a crash plate on the truck so they can't steal.
Isn't that interesting?
Converter. So it's really heavy duty and well done, well thought of, and they can't steal your catalytic. Well, I mean, they could steal anything if they really had the time, but it's really in good shape, and
And you say the brakes are okay?
the brakes are good, and all the money you invested in the billboard truck, which I've seen numerous times on TV, is ready to go again.
It's a serious truck because those billboards are heavy. It's not just the big panels. There's a generator in there. Like, that's a serious rig.
Yes, yeah, a lot of weight too.
Yeah, I mean, it's got when we started up, the pneumatics of it the hydraulics of it get going. Yep. I think I'm using the phrase wrong, but it's a serious vehicle. It's sort of amazing that you can drive it without a special license. I've driven it. I love driving this thing. When you got the billboards going full tilt, people stop and wave. Once in a while, people give you the finger, but I think my experience is 10-1. People are supportive more than critical.
Oh yeah, very supportive.
So you say you drove this thing around just to
drove around, but I didn't turn on anything.
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah, no, fair enough. Well, let's just take a little walk around. It's sort of neat to see it from underneath. Maybe maybe we need something like a horn that goes ga goo ga.
Gets everybody's attention.
It does.
Some more flashing lights.
Yeah, it's got the audio system on it. Well, it's sort of cool to see it from underneath. I mean, it's a big rig. It's so wide, it's sort of barely on your hoist.
Yes, yeah.
It's called the dually. The dually. So how heavy is this thing? Do you know?
This is about 10,000 pounds.
Wow, that's a serious truck. Well, listen, Richard, thanks for keeping us safe and sound and on the road. If this thing would have broken down on the highway, that would have been terrible. And we do take it on the highway to go to Montreal and Ottawa sometimes.
It would have been a heavy rig tow that's very expensive.
Yeah. Well, we did save money by getting a used truck. The billboard part is new. The truck was used. So you buy a used truck, you are going to have some maintenance. But I think we saved a lot of dough by not buying the truck itself new.
I have another transmission, the same one that came out of this truck, disassembled on my bench. If you'd like to show you.
Let's take a look. Yeah, sure.
This is what your transmission looks like, disassembled. I'm just going through it right now.
Wow, I've never seen it open up. You know, I didn't take shop and.
Taking 2 benches right now, but this is the same length of your transmission that's in your truck.
It looks beautiful. That's a precision piece of equipment.
Yes.
It's sort of beautiful in its own way.
Yeah.
So tell me what I'm looking at there, Ben.
So these are clutch packs for first gear, second gear, third gear. This one here is like a 6-speed transmission, and it just propels you forward. It keeps you going.
Well, this is a serious shop. I tell you, you're keeping this country moving, and you're not just keeping us moving, you're keeping the whole country moving.
That's it. Do our best. Whatever we can do, keep it going. That's my dishwasher right there. Washes the parts. And
I was going to say, it looks pretty clean.
But we go through and reseal everything, make sure everything is good, and back to factory specifications.
Yeah. Well, thanks for doing it, and I know you showed me what the list price is for a number of things, and you came in under that because I know you're a supporter of Rebel News and what we're doing, so I appreciate you doing that. Now, the bill is not cheap. I mean, the transmission itself is $6,500. There's labor, and unfortunately, there's the HST on top of that. So we're talking a pretty big bill. But if you love this truck as much as I do, you know we had to do it. We had to get the truck back on the road, and I don't want our drivers being in a pickle. God forbid this thing breaks down on the highway or something. Imagine the hassle. This truck has been on the road hundreds of days. It goes full tilt about 3 days a week, and we also take it on special projects. Some of my personal favorite was when we drove the truck right down to the police headquarters, and the chief himself was
I saw that.
That was a good one. Can you help me pay the bill? Richard's given us a good deal here, and I really appreciate that, by the way. If you go to savethetruck.com, please chip in, because we do have to pay. I mean, the part alone was 6,500 smackers, but that truck is a beauty, and long may she drive. Go to savethetruck.com to help me out. Thanks. Well, there she is, the truck. As good as new. If you can help me cover the tab. And by the way, Richard gave us a very nice discount. I'm very grateful to him at Transmission Depot here at Concord, Ontario. That's the truck. We'll get it back on the road. You keep fighting for freedom. Help me out at savethetruck.com.